welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day or a beautiful night. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. So whenever it finds you, it's the right time. See what resonates, leave what doesn't. Remember that divine inner guidance is in you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. We're going to start with something a little different. This is the, what is this? The Angels and Gemstone Guardians cards. It's a lot of plurals. All right, so let's dive in. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the opening message that would be helpful today? Please and thank you. We have citrine. I love citrine, also called the merchant stone. I think I have a piece of citrine here. Yeah. Citrine is a very good stone to carry with you. So this is about confidence here. So maybe you're feeling a little lack of confidence in a particular partnership or going into a new job, a specific project. Kind of something kind of got you off kilter, a little imbalanced. Are you lacking confidence? What do you find difficult to accept about yourself? This is just nice. Even if there's something weird that you didn't want to see, it's probably bubbling to the surface because it's something you didn't notice before. But once it comes into your consciousness and you address it, guess what happens? You can change it. So that's very powerful. So acknowledge, yeah, that's it. Acknowledge your magnificence and focus on what you can do well to increase your self-esteem. It is safe to be powerful in a loving way. Shine your light to reach your full potential. It's the angel of self-confidence. I am courageous and shine my light brightly for all to see. I am confident in my abilities and I honor and respect myself for who I am and what I can do. I willingly allow others to see my magnificence. So there's some of you, or there's something about you that you are not allowing to shine as bright as it's supposed to. So for some of you, this could be something that you do, but you don't ever show others about your talent or what you're working on. This is you stepping up to bat, stepping center stage, and also focusing on how your shine, your light is uniquely yours. That in and of itself is powerful. I'm going to pause you 1 second because I have this Zen thing on and it's a little weird. I'm going to switch the Zen for you. Hold on. I switched to the frequency of angels. As a nice segue, I did grab the Angel Wisdom Tarot. So let's begin here and see what the opening situation messages are. So a little more clarity, and this might not be you needing a little boost in your confidence. It could be you that recognizes the beautiful light in somebody else, and you are just the right little angel to come in someone's life and help them recognize how much they actually have going on, how grateful they should be, how powerful they are, how I wanted to say special, but then I heard specific. So maybe a specific thing that they do is maybe really unusual. So what is the foundational tarot that would be helpful today? Please and thank you. Oh yeah, somebody feels like the weight of the world is on their shoulders. There is somebody that needs a little help. And this is you. It's the 10 of Wands. So it's an ending that is coming in. It's somebody who is trying to work, but they don't feel like they have the strength anymore to even finish. It's usually somebody that worked really hard. Sometimes this is getting a little more organized or kind of switching how you do something up. It doesn't have to be done the hardest way. I do feel like this is you either needing to ask for a little help. If you have to get to the end of something that's just hard and you are the one that has to do it, you're going to get to the end, it's a 10, but the next cycle around, you got to switch something up or you're going to like burn the candle at both ends. It's like heading towards burnout. It feels like a lot of weight. It sometimes is when you have a lot of pressure, but with this, I'm kind of getting this as somebody putting pressure on themselves, insisting on doing it the way it always was, but maybe not being open to a more creative approach because it is wands. Working too hard or too many hours. It's the need for balance in life, also to let others help you. And sometimes, yeah, that's the burnout thing. Sometimes it can lead to health problems, but this is stemming from or rooting from stress. Stress can really take a toll on the body, not just the mind. I mean, it does look like this person is stressed out. But if you continually do something the way that is always stressing you out and not making any changes, nothing's going to change. So maybe it's even taking a day off, taking a pause in between that next cycle that's coming up. If it's upside down, I feel like it's calling up your friend and be like, you know what, my back hurts a little bit right now. And I know you got those big muscles and you like to work out. So do you want to work out and come help me with the rest of the lawn? I'll let you pick up the basket. You know, I feel like you have had an offer and there's somebody else that might look at that. Like, I don't know why I see somebody with a lot of muscles. There's actually somebody that would look at that situation. Let's say that was a kind of a heavy basket and be like, yeah, I'll have to go to the gym today. I'll totally help you out. We'll get this done. And I got in my reps. So there is always a different approach to something. There are people that do prefer to do workout by like, I don't know, I see somebody like on the farm by doing actual activities where they're also productive in the meantime. But if you're starting to feel like production is kind of taking a slump or your energy is like kind of going to empty battery all the time, you do have to see how you can adjust something. Sometimes it's saying, you know what? I'm not going to do the lawn today. I'm going to hire someone to come and mow it next week. I'm going to go inside and read a book and take a hot bath. I'm done for the day. And that's the person that's just like they're done. But there could be a different way to do it too. You know, maybe it's getting a wheelbarrow or taking it one by one, taking it day by day instead of trying to put everything into one day. Whatever it is, whatever your situation is or this person, a little adjustment goes a long way. And there is a caduceus here. So there is a way for you to heal out of that stress. So let's get one more. Clarify the 10 of Wands, please. What is another message? Deeper into the 10 of Wands, you have the Empress. The Empress is holding a unicorn. You are a unicorn. I mean, it's telling you here to look at how special your light is. So if either you are the unicorn or you have an Empress recognizing that you're the unicorn, or you're the Empress and a unicorn comes to you, either way, that is a magical, amazing animal, because the unicorn only appears to those pure of heart. It's also a baby unicorn. It looks like a My Little Pony. The Empress is usually the divine feminine. So maybe if you're the divine feminine here, you're working a little too hard. You need to maybe ask a friend to help you. Take a day off. Because the one thing the Empress has to remember is how beautiful she is. She can handle a lot. The Empress can do whatever she wants. She's like Mother Nature. She knows how to start something, birth something, and she will be there till the end, until it is done, no matter how hard it is. But if the Empress forgets to take care of herself, she's just giving from an empty plate, you know? She won't have anything left to give because usually she wants to give her best. So the Empress has to learn to nourish, take care of herself, value herself, know what her worth is. She's the Empress. She's all of the queens combined, tapped into divinity, getting messages from the divine, from God, on how to make something easier, on how to follow her joy on her days off, and knowing when to get back to work and take action on something. But here she's just relaxing with a unicorn. She's pretty badass. I mean, she has wings. She can fly. She has a halo. She is getting divine insight. She has a trumpet there. So maybe she's kind of musical too, or creative. And she has a big shield here. So she knows how to protect herself. But right now she's just kind of relaxing. What's in the background? There's something in the background. Hold on. Little bunnies. She's very fertile. She also knows how to not just necessarily take the direct approach, because bunnies go every which way when they run away from something to try to, like, you know, confuse their prey. Maybe it's also going down the rabbit hole, getting some information, getting into something you're really curious about, and finding more out about something that brings you joy, something that gets you excited. A rabbit. It looks like there's fields. It looks like the field that's behind her is actually like I don't want to say like the yellow brick road, but kind of like the yellow brick road. So maybe it's a golden pathway. There's the castle in the background. She's also barefoot, so she is grounded, because when you put your bare feet on the earth, it kind of grounds your energy. We're electricity. So that connects you to Mother Earth. That's pretty good. I don't know why I keep wanting to say something else about the rabbit, but it's not coming through. So let's, I guess upside down, we'll have to look at her upside down, because the Empress is still kind of divine. She should have confidence with who she is, but sometimes maybe if she's really busy, life takes a toll on her. She feels like a lot of weight or pressure is on her, or she's putting too much pressure on herself. What she can do is put too much pressure on somebody else, expect too much from others, and kind of be overbearing, a little bit smothering, a little like the stage mom. That's kind of what I see. Like, she sees the potential in her children. Let's just say that they are talented, you know, like you want to sing? Let's take you to the audition. Let's just say that. But then she kind of puts way too much pressure and doesn't let the kid be a kid, or have it be about fun. Now it's a task and it's living up to this, and you have to, you know, fulfill the contract and whatever. What if the kid doesn't like it? They just want to sing in the shower. They just want to run around in the yard. A good Empress is going to recognize all that and just be there for, you know, whatever process happens. Ultimately, for, let's say, her children to just be happy. All right, well, but she's also a tough mama in the best way. So if it's not about like pushing somebody to go do something they don't want to do, let's just say it's like this. Let's say they're, I'm going to go with their children right now, because it is usually a grandmother or a mother, but it can also be your best friend. It can be your boss. It can be your neighbor. It can be your lover. So the Empress is kind of everything. She's multifaceted. But let's just say she has a kid that wanted to do something like play an instrument. There's a trumpet here. Let's say they wanted to play the trumpet or like the trombone. They're like, okay, well, we're going to go get you some lessons. Play the trumpet. But then the kid's not so good right away. They don't really want to practice. They know they don't sound like, you know, their friend that's pretty awesome. So they never practice. She would be like, you wanted to play the trumpet, so you're not going to quit. So, you know, 15 minutes a day, half an hour a day, then you can go out and play. But this is what you wanted to do, and you're going to follow through with it, because you have the potential to be amazing. You should believe in yourself. And with a little bit of practice, you're going to be really, really proud of yourself in 4 months. So it's a different approach to the same result. So it's not that she can't be tough, but she does it with pizzazz. You know, she does it a different way where it's heard and it's registered and felt with unconditional love because she's the Empress. So I feel like I want to do one more. Let's do one more. I didn't even read it. Hold on. What does it say? It says, take time to take action. Well, here you're working too hard. So maybe it's the other way. But maybe you're working so hard on something here, you're not taking action on something that could maybe really take off, something that could really flourish, something that you would really enjoy and bring you happiness. Because here, it's not really bringing you happiness, it's just bringing you stress. Sometimes these two together can be figuring out how to, you know, do the smarter, not necessarily harder approach. Maybe I hear more consistency. It says, give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. It's abundance and it's prosperity. I mean, she is abundant. She's growth. She's the reasons things are birthed and can grow. Nurturing. I kind of feel like there's something you or someone else, this Empress, is working on, but they're not really into it. It's not like it's kind of a big mess. And there's something else that maybe she is sitting on here that would bring her a lot of stability, even if it's, I see consistency. And I said something before about her children, but maybe it's her project. You know, that thing that she's been thinking about starting, creating. I don't know why I just saw somebody weaving a basket. Maybe because of that. But maybe weaving. I mean, she could be baking cupcakes. It doesn't matter if she's really into it. That is something that maybe could take off. Maybe she likes to make cupcakes, you know. She says, you know what? Every weekend I'm going to make cupcakes. I'm going to, you know, donate them or give them to the neighbors' kids or do whatever. But you know what? I'm going to film myself making cupcakes. And I'm going to, you know, put all those recipes out there and make a little video. And maybe she takes off and all she did is 15 minutes here and there in something that she enjoys. And all of a sudden that thing that was so much pressure over here, there's less pressure because she's working a lot smarter. She's only doing something 15 minutes. She enjoys it anyway. Maybe a little editing or, you know, getting used to whatever is going on with that video. But then all of a sudden she's got a business. She's got this new career. And all she has to do is make cupcakes. She'd do that for free. So let's get... Sometimes these messages can get so weird and specific. But I hope you guys recognize that even when they're that specific, I'm not, you know, saying everyone's going to go out and make cupcakes and film a video. But it's kind of like that thing. Whatever your thing is that you've been sitting on or thinking about or creative with. Maybe in the beginning, there is a little lack of confidence. You know, it's a little rough in the beginning when you're not used to something and something is keeping you up all night, or, you know, you haven't quite got a handle on something yet, but it will get easier. That project you're working on will grow. It will start to be able to just kind of handle itself and be, you know, less effort that you need to put into it eventually. But I do feel like there has to be proper balance, breaks in between. Let's get one more. And then we'll go to something maybe totally different. What is one more message? Clarity on 10 of Wands and the Empress. Please and thank you. Oh, maybe the Empress needs a little romantic night, a little date. You got, look at this guy's hair. You got a little Knight of Cups riding on in. I mean, generally, I would say that the Empress probably wants an Emperor, not just, you know, because they're like, it's maturity with the Court cards. This is somebody who kind of dives in, has an experience, but it's not even the king. And I mean, she might accept a king if she saw emperor potential, but generally I would say that the empress needs an emperor. So you do have a knight coming on in. Maybe this is a son or a grandson. I do feel like we have generations here. But I do see sometimes where the lower court cards or the knights can be a message. It can also be a journey. It can also be where you're up there on that throne so long, every once in a while you want to dive into the experience again. So it just might be a date night or somebody that's riding on in to help her take the load off of a situation. Put a little romance into her life. It's usually a water sign. What is in that cup? Oh, it's splashing around. I did see somebody with muscles coming in to help her out. So, romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle. So it can be somebody that, this night can be someone that gives you all the romantic words you can handle, really, really gets you to believe in the love they talk about or express, but then after date 3, you don't see them again. There's not that follow through like with the king or the emperor. They have to learn still. This could also be someone who's learning emotional maturity. It doesn't mean they are immature or young, but you only learn that maturity from experience. I would say if you have somebody like this coming in to experience a situation with the Empress, they're going to probably mature pretty fast. That's somebody you want to impress and stick around for. You're not going to go off and find another date better than that. So romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle. It is falling in love, swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, lack of balance in a relationship, situations or topics that make your heart flutter, and a love of art and poetry. I mean, that's her. She does have, I did say, something about the instruments here. Maybe it's even her writing. But it does say falling in love with a situation or a topic. And I said something about going into the rabbit hole of something you are interested, curious, and kind of love getting into. So it could be that, since it's an experience. So maybe she needs to really, it does say to take action. It looks like this person's taking action, following love, following their heart. That it's pretty fast. They're actually galloping. Situations that make your heart flutter. So let's clarify all these and see what's going on to get a little more clarity, but I'm going to keep this down because otherwise I'm just going to keep getting more messages. So let's go to the mystery deck and just get a couple of mystery messages that would be helpful. I just heard no look. Really? Okay, I guess we're gonna look. Okay, let's look. Oh yeah, we should have. That's good. I'm glad I heard that message. Yeah, it's about love. So maybe it's an experience that starts kind of fun and flirtatious, but maybe it's taken to, that's like Archangel Raphael here, and he is the angel that blesses marriages. He's also an angel that brings in healing, like with that caduceus. Maybe the Empress has been working so hard she doesn't even recognize when somebody has a little crush or rue over there, and maybe more and more experiences together lead to not just a romance, but it looks like you're in the church here. It looks like you're going hand in hand. This is the Lovers. This is where the Gemini energy. Two people are in the energy of divinity, loving themselves, filling up their own cup, but loving the other person and allowing free will. I mean, with the Lovers, You want the other person to feel the same as you. Otherwise, it's unrequited love. And that's an imbalanced, fickle kind of partnership. The Empress wouldn't want to be with somebody who wasn't feeling the same way about her. At least, if not more than, you know, because it's more likely that whoever is into the Empress is like really into the Empress. But, you know, it has to be equal chemistry. It has to be equal friendship. It has to be equal give and take. It has to be equal conversation and mental stimulation. When it's equal, it's on. You know, it's real, it's divine, it's blessed, it's protected. Embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart. Vibrant. Well, that's good, because over here you got a little too much stress going on, and it was starting to take a toll on somebody's bodies, all of them, spiritual body, mental body, physical body, emotional body. And here you have vibrant health or recovery from an illness. So if somebody is kind of feeling stressed out or ill or needing to recover or going through any kind of, I hear like therapy, or I don't know why I see like rehabilitation. I see a cast, almost like somebody had to take some time out. Then allow appropriate time with that. Because I keep thinking now about the person I saw with the muscles. And even if you're working out in the gym and you're building all those muscles, your muscles grow when you're sleeping, not when you're tearing your fibers at the gym. It's actually on the off time that you get stronger. So let's get a little more clarity. What else from the mystery deck would be helpful today? Oh yeah, I mean, come on, you got the lovers here. You got the lovers. You got a little, you know, I would say knight in shining armor, but he like ripped open his shirt, and then you got the Empress. That's pretty big aura. So maybe your aura is growing, but your aura is gonna grow bigger when you start to vibrate correctly, when you take care of yourself, when you have unconditional love and free will for others, when you follow the joy of your heart and what makes your heart sing. Of course your aura is going to get bigger. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get brighter. It's going to magnetically attract the right kind of friends and lovers and vibrations. And I saw that yellow brick road, opportunities into your life. You know, when you even speak about a project you're working on in the energy of joy, you get everyone else excited. So, you know, you just open up blessings to come into your life. But if you're run down here and you're not giving yourself a little break, self-care, nurturing, or maybe you can be the one to help someone else if that's someone else. Maybe you can help someone else get their aura a little extra twinkly. So let's see, what else would be helpful today? What did I just say? It's exactly what I just said. Follow your joy. This is like, it sounds so silly, and I know I repeat it in a lot of my readings, but this, you know, it says like follow your heart, follow the love, but follow your joy. It can be the silliest thing ever. It doesn't matter. When you do this, it's like the easiest little secret to thriving in life. So many blessings come through if you do just that. And if you don't know what makes you joyful, follow the rabbit hole, the bunny trail, the curiosity that you feel about a certain subject or something you always kind of wanted to try. And then see where that leads you. Because that might take you in a totally different place that you never expected to be. But you have to start that, you know, that treasure hunt. And if you know what makes you joyful, you know, start to do it. It doesn't have to be as a job. It can be just, what I say, 15 minutes here and there, making cupcakes, you know, reading a good book, whatever it is. I just saw someone just loving to drive, just getting in your car and driving, putting on, you know, a song you like. For me, it's like dancing in my yard with my light up whips and or baton, putting on a song and giving my sister a show. Like, I'm like literally like, you know, I twirl baton like 4th grade all throughout high school. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, but I am what should be way too old to still do, you know, my majorette moves. And I don't care, because it makes me feel like a kid. It makes me feel young. It makes me happy. So, I mean, it's kind of because of that I am here, if you want to look at it that way, because this is sort of something I did on the side, but I never thought I would be doing videos, you know, doing readings ever. It's just, I just started, you know, randomly doing the things that I love to do. And then one day I was like, I'll do a reading. And for some reason, this is what opened up. And I enjoy it, but I didn't think I would do this. And then this is where everything started to open up more, and I just followed it. And, you know, sometimes it takes you down unexpected places. But if you're doing something you love, that's kind of the biggest part of it. It doesn't feel like it's big, heavy work. You feel like it's something you get to do. So for most of you, this might not be the initial clue, you know, or thing that you look into. Sometimes you go to a class, right, that you sign up for. You're kind of into it, you know, you want to take a course, but you're not going to do it for EVs. But maybe the person next to you is absolutely amazing, and you get into a random conversation with them, and they suggest something to you or talk about something that they've done in their life, and all of a sudden that little like, ooh, light bulb moment, that's kind of sparking some interest in you. Like, you never even knew it was a thing, whatever this is. And you follow that joy trail, and all of a sudden a whole new world of possibilities open up to you, because you follow that one little thing that you never really saw getting anywhere, but you didn't know it was divinely directing you to meet, you know, Bob on the canvas, you know, next to you. I just saw somebody like posing for like an art class in their skivvies. Please go to a class like that if that's what interests you. You could probably find that in like a college or something. They get like the nude volunteers to get up there to do the artistic paintings. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're gonna be the model in an art class. Maybe you're gonna meet somebody in that art class. Maybe you're gonna get some cool pictures of you. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love when these go all weird like directions. Just follow it. You never know where it's going to lead you. But when you start there, you're opening yourself up to the right place where the blessings come. And it might take you down an unexpected road. Never want to imagine you with anybody else. Well, if you have a new romantic experience here, or somebody that was, what did this say? A little fickle. Let's just say they suddenly realize that the Empress is not the one to be fickle with, and they want to be equal. This is somebody that would definitely up their game from the Knight's energy to probably the Emperor's pretty fast, if they didn't want to lose someone really special in their life. This is somebody that is looking at you right now. Maybe your aura is extra big and sparkly, and joy is just kind of exuding through you, even if you're working really hard or have moments, whether others know it or not, where your confidence isn't always the best, because life is weird. It's never just, where's your unicorn? Rainbows, baby unicorns, and butterflies. You know, life has twists and turns. You know, marriages, heartbreaks, sassy moments. and where you feel like you can't even go anymore. But if there is somebody who can't even go there in the old noggin, where, you know, you would be giving all that big beautiful energy to someone else, then it's probably somebody having some deep self-reflection, doing some major changes in your life, and hopefully having some clear communication with you or coming in. Or the Empress needs to clearly communicate that, all right, well, if you want to be with an Empress, you better treat an Empress how she deserves to be treated. So I kind of feel like the Empress wants to go out on some dates. So all right, continuing on. What else? Let's get another message or two. I love these mystery cards because I never know what's going to come up. You don't have to, it's your vibration. You know, it doesn't matter if it's the morning, you got a toothbrush hanging out of your mouth, you're all sweaty from the gym. And this is not always just about a divine feminine energy here. You know, because there are also masculine energies that are definitely concerned. I did say something in the beginning about, you know, having the muscles, being in shape, maybe dressing to impress, you know, having a fancy car or whatever it is. It's not about that when divine energy is involved in love. It's about the soul. It's about just who the person is. That's what's beautiful. Not what you have or, you know, how you, I hear like shape up. It's like deeper than that. So let's see. Also, if this is the Empress's, that's you, message, and you're worried about how somebody would feel about you if they saw you not, you know, like completely done up or have your makeup on or your hair is not done or whatever it is, the right person's gonna think you are the most beautiful person they have ever seen, no matter what you have on, no matter, you know, how your hair looks, whether you got your eyelashes on and your nails done, it won't matter because you're beautiful inside. All right, let's get one more here. This keeps coming through for you guys. So you do have something here that you got to get to. And I love that this is untapped. So it's either that trumpet you're not practicing, it's the cupcakes you're not making, it's that idea you haven't started, so you don't even know yet how talented you're going to be at something because you haven't tried it yet, but you're going to be good. This is where you're supposed to be shining. You're supposed to be glowing. Even if it's just a talent where it's just for you and your sister. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be on a big audience. If this is just a talent in you, you do it because you love it. And that's it. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. But, you know, if it's something that you really do enjoy doing, there is probably an outlet that is going to open it up so you can share that. You know, even if you're just an introvert and you just like to go in your little art space, go out into nature, take some photography, you know, do your paintings, write your poems. You don't ever have to be, I just saw one of those writers that doesn't, you know, be like, what is that, like a ghost writer or something like that. If that's your style, you know, you can still do all of that art or all of that expression with whatever you do and still find a way so it matches what you're comfortable with. Wow, this went kind of deep with just these cards. I didn't really expect that, but I like it. Let's get a message from the universe for you guys. Let's get one message from the universe. And I feel like this will sum it up. I feel like that was our reading. So what is one last message from the universe to be helpful for the collective right now? Please and thank you. Clarity on 10 of Wands. Knight of Cups. Empress. And the Lovers. Also the Empress. I keep seeing the Vesica Pisces now, which kind of is like, I mean, like the birth canal, but I see that, I always see the 3 as like, I have anything I can demonstrate it with? I think I do. Wait, where is it? Yeah, I do, kind of. I only have 1 though. So you're gonna have to imagine the other one. We're gonna practice visualization right now. You have 1 circle, then you have another circle, right? Masculine and feminine. And now, we have something here. I don't have another circle. I do, wait. I love weird show and tell. I'm gonna take the top of this candle. Hold on. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make it work, yes. Oh, it smells good. Okay, this circle. And now you have masculine, feminine, right? 1 and 2. But now as they get to about here, if you can imagine that being see-through, that shape, that's kind of like an eye if you turn it that way, or a birth canal if you put it this way, that is it creates a third. And the third, just like if it was a baby or a project, is creativity. It's creation. So I do feel like that, and it's interesting because usually it's the Emperor, that's stability and the masculine energy. But the first thing it says in this one is a little bit different. It says time to take action. You'd think that would be a masculine energy. So it does look like you have to sit back, know when to let something come to you, you know, allowance with the feminine energy. But it looks like this Empress has to pursue something too. And it looks like it's pursuing her or his creation. All right, 1 more. I'm such a nerd when I do like show and tell. It's just sometimes hard to like always describe the images I have in my mind. Sometimes I can, sometimes they're weird. So let's see. This is our message to end the reading. What does it say? Yeah. What's meant to be yours is already, well, I mean, you got, where's your knight? It's already making its way to you, but it doesn't have to be this. Maybe it's that project. Maybe it's that, I don't know. I just saw a kingdom. Isn't there a kingdom in one of these? A castle, or your creation, or those open doors. It's already meant to be yours. You already have been gifted that talent in your soul. There's something you even signed up for on a soul level so that you get to do it, because it has to do with your life purpose. What's meant to be yours, it's already making its way to you. And what was never yours is starting to flee from you. So if something's fleeing from you, let it go. It's giving you the space because something else is coming on in. And with time, it will all make sense because time doesn't make sense at all. So right now, it's confusing. Later, you're going to be so grateful, so thankful, and have a totally different perspective on the whole journey. Because some chapters are, you know, heavy, some are light and fluffy, but page by page, day by day, step by step. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be, I'll be happy when, or I'll be happy as soon as that happens, or I'll book that ticket, you know, in another year when I have my finances together, or, you know, as soon as this happens in that cycle, then I'll go back to school, or I'll look that thing up tomorrow. Look it up today. Start today. 1 step. That's all you need to do to start. Be happy now. I hope you were happy watching this reading. I had fun today. So with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. I feel so very grateful to be blessed to be here with you. Thank you so much. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night. I look forward to seeing you mañana. And I bid you adieu.